A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a shocking turn of events, the Washington Post finds itself in the midst of a crisis following owner Jeff Bezos' controversial decision to block the paper from endorsing Vice President Kamala Harris for president. Reports indicate that by midday Monday, over 200,000 digital subscribers had canceled their subscriptions, a staggering figure that represents about 8% of the paper's total paid circulation of approximately 2.5 million. The cancellations, which continued to rise throughout the day, have sent shockwaves through the newsroom and prompted a series of resignations from prominent columnists. The editorial board had prepared an endorsement for Harris, but Bezos' intervention has raised serious questions about the independence of the paper and its commitment to journalistic integrity. Former executive editor Marcus Brochley described the mass cancellations as a colossal number, noting that the decision's timing, just days before a crucial election, has left many baffled. "People don't know why the decision was made," he stated, highlighting the lack of transparency surrounding the issue. The Post's current chief executive and publisher, Will Lewis, attempted to justify the decision by claiming it was a return to the paper's roots as an independent news source. However, this rationale has been met with skepticism from within the organization. Former executive editor Marty Barron pointed out that had this decision been made well in advance of the election, it may have been more acceptable. This was made within a couple of weeks of the election, and there was no substantive serious deliberation with the editorial board of the paper, he asserted, suggesting that the real motivations behind the decision were not aligned with high journalistic principles. In his own opinion piece, Bezos acknowledged that the timing was less than ideal, admitting to inadequate planning rather than any intentional strategy. This admission has done little to quell the outrage among staffers and subscribers alike. Many journalists within the Post have reported that their own family members are among those canceling subscriptions, reflecting a broader sentiment of discontent with the management's decision. Brochley further noted that the mass cancellations are indicative of the polarized climate in which we live, as people are increasingly willing to take action in response to perceived injustices. While some have encouraged a boycott of the Post as a means of sending a message to ownership, Brochley cautioned that such actions could ultimately harm the quality journalism that the Post is known for. "It shoots you in the foot if you care about the kind of in-depth, quality journalism like the Post produces," he warned. The fallout from Bezos' decision has already begun to manifest in the form of resignations, with 2 columnists and 2 editorial board writers stepping down in protest. Molly Roberts, one of the resigning writers, expressed concern over the potential ramifications of the decision to withhold the endorsement at such a critical juncture. As the political landscape heats up in the lead-up to Election Day, the implications of this crisis at the Washington Post are far-reaching. The paper has long been a bastion of investigative journalism, holding powerful figures accountable, including former President Donald Trump, who has been characterized as a threat to democracy by the editorial board. The current situation raises critical questions about the future of the publication and its ability to navigate the challenges posed by ownership influence. In the midst of this turmoil, the Post has seen a surge in readership for articles expressing outrage over Bezos' decision. One piece by humor columnist Alexander Petrie garnered more than 174,000 views, indicating that despite the upheaval, there remains a strong interest in the paper's content and the issues at stake. As the election looms, the question remains: will the Washington Post be able to recover from this crisis and regain the trust of its subscribers? Or will the fallout from Bezos' controversial decision lead to a long-term decline in the paper's standing as a leading source of news? Only time will tell, but for now, the future of the Washington Post hangs in the balance as it grapples with the consequences of ownership decisions that have shaken the foundation of its journalistic integrity. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.